Good morning, fellow YouTubers and friends. My name is Laura, and today I have a really fun video. 10 facts about me. I am drinking my celery juice again. If you haven't started, you should. You would thank me later. But first, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And follow my Instagram at Laura Vanessa. First fact about me, I was actually born in Colombia in a small town called Tuluá. And I grew up in Miami, Florida, where I spent most of my teenage years till I moved to New York, and I currently live in Manhattan. I've been living in New York for the past 10 years. I think it's gonna be 11 years this summer. Long time, I feel, as a New Yorker, more than anything else, more than Colombian, more than Miami. I really do identify with New York. I think it's a culture and the lifestyle. Once you're used to it, it's very hard to live somewhere else. Second fact about me, I have two siblings, a brother and a sister. My sister's name is Carla. She is 20, she's 24, she's a beautiful girl. I have a niece from her who I love. I have a brother, he's older than me. His name is Juan. I love them very, very much. Grew up pretty close together. When I was younger, I was closer with my brother, but as I grew up, I started to become closer with my sister for some reason. I also have a beagle that I love. He's the light of the family. He lives with my parents, but I love him very much. Third fact about me, I used to be a very serious dancer. I danced all of my life. It came out in one of my videos when I talked about how I maintain my figure. It has been the biggest influence in my life in terms of discipline and hard work. Ballet kind of did it for me. I also did rhythmic gymnastics, which is part of the reason I am so flexible now. I started dancing when I was 5 years old with my sister, and it got pretty serious for me when I was about 12 to 18, 19. It was my world. There was nothing else that mattered to me. I miss that a lot, but I think that is still a big part of my life now, even though I'm not really a dancer anymore. I also play piano. One funny thing about it is what I use as a desk to hold my camera currently is my piano. Love my piano. Use it almost every day, especially now that it's quarantined. It has given me a sense of structure and something to work hard towards, because playing piano is so hard. It allows you to set goals for every single day. I also have a passion for classical music, and that is part of the reason that I love playing piano, because I was always listening to all these songs and I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to know how good I would do if I started playing them. And my parents gave me a piano for my birthday, and it was history after that. I am so dedicated when I actually want to learn something. I put in my heart and soul into it, and it pays off. Anybody can learn to play an instrument at any age. I started playing when I was 23. I am 26 now, so I've been playing for about 3 years, and I love it. I really do love it. Crazy fact about me is I am double jointed. Kind of looks scary. But this is also an elbow I broke when I was 12. It's a funny story. I should probably make another video about that story. Long story short, I was trying to run over my mom with a scooter as a joke, and I fell and I broke my elbow. And double jointed means that, you know, I can do a lot of things that might be really scary for some people. I can turn my entire hand, both of them, all the way around. It kind of looks like my hand is broken, but it's not. I am very flexible. Which brings me to my next point. I am naturally very, very flexible. Yes, I do stretch a lot, but since I was little, I have always been very flexible. When my mom was a child, they took her to the doctor because she was really skinny and underweight. And the doctor told her that she had a condition that made her very skinny. It's like very few people in the world that have that. And part of that was also she was gonna be flexible no matter what. My mom never did gymnastics, she never did ballet, and she's pretty flexible for someone that doesn't do anything. It's pretty funny. I got that from her. The good thing about it is I was actually able to excel that because I did ballet and gymnastics and yoga, so I brought it to a whole new level. Even though I stopped stretching for about 3 years when I was kind of in a limbo with like college and I was working so much, I didn't really make as much time for my stretching, but I'm back at it now and I'm working harder than ever and I'm loving it. Fact number 6. I am really organized, like obsessively organized. It's actually an issue sometimes because I'm more organized than anyone I'm ever around, and it bothers me when people are not organized. I make schedules every single day. I'll show you guys on the things that I'm supposed to do, and I have to religiously follow my schedule, and if I don't complete all the tasks on my schedule, it bothers me so much. But I also think this is really good for someone that has trouble motivating themselves. I think schedules really do motivate you. For me, once I see it on my schedule, I'm like, I have to get it done. And what works for me the best is I usually put towards the end a rewarding part of it. For me, usually is playing piano or painting. So if I can get to that part of the schedule, it means I have completed every other task, such as cleaning, working out, stretching, my actual work that I do. I'll talk to you guys about it in another video sometime. But I majored in media, so you can kind of figure out what I do. Media and digital marketing. I guess you can say I'm OCD because I have to follow schedules religiously. It also happens to me with foods. Sometimes if I really like to eat something, I have to follow a pattern and I'll start eating it like every single day, and then I'll get tired of it and switch over to something else. But I do have to follow patterns. I have an obsessive personality with everything, even with buying clothes. I'll go through stages where for a while I was really into suits for my work, and then now I'm really into gym clothes because I'm obsessed with the gym. But yeah, I have an obsessive personality. And I have never been the kind of person that has a lot of friends. Since grade school, I've always had one friend, and I have been able to be pretty satisfied from friendships that are real rather than big groups of people that don't really feed you anything. And in fact, I'm still friends with that person I was friends throughout all of high school. We maintain all relationship. I had one friend in middle school. I still maintain my friendship with her even though she lives in Germany, and the girl from high school lives in Florida, and we still have a really good friendship. Because part of the reason for that is I haven't had a lot of friendships, so the ones that I've had have been really good friendships. I don't feel that I need a lot of friends to have good friends. I only need a few friends that are real friends than many people that don't really actually care about you. Another fun fact about me is I coach gymnastics. I have been coaching gymnastics for about 5-6 years since I stopped dancing. I love coaching gymnastics. I've worked with all types of kids, from competitive to recreational gymnastics. I do love it. I did rhythmic gymnastics myself, but when I started coaching, I got into coaching competitive artistic gymnastics. And I had some of the skill level that they needed. I started out by learning, assisting, and worked my way up, and I've been doing that for a long time. And I could say, I guess I'm pretty good at it. Fact number 9, I paint. As many of you guys have noticed, I love painting. Don't necessarily consider myself an artist. I think everyone is an artist. It's just a matter of how you see art. Part of the reason I like painting is because it gives me a sense of freedom and relaxation. When I do it, I don't feel as if I'm doing it for anyone else than for myself. Something people have to remember when they decide that they want to make art is that you don't have to make perfect art. You just have to do it. And because it's yours, it is perfect. The best paintings that I have are in my niece's house. I give away most of my paintings to close friends and family. This is actually an impression. The farther you go away, the better it looks. And as you get closer, it looks less good. This one I painted last night. My dad told me to paint Comet, and this was my vision of it. Looks a little weird, but I love it. These are some of the ones I've kept for myself. My dad loves that one. He says it's beautiful. That one I made for my boyfriend on his birthday. This one my dad loves. I made it for my dad, but for some reason I've kept it in my apartment. I have to give it to him. These two are a little bit weird, but they're really cute. They're different. I mean, when you're painting, you don't have to make it look like anything, but because it's yours, it is perfect. Nice. I am going to give it to her whenever quarantine's over and I am able to see her. I have a lot of sketches that I haven't actually painted. They're just sketches. I do enjoy painting much more than sketching, but I do both. The only thing I don't like about painting is having to clean up afterwards. Sometimes I end up painting in like paper because I run out of canvases. Oh, this is funny actually. Look. So this is the original vision and this is what it turned into. Isn't it cool? Vision, real. Vision, real. My boyfriend likes monkeys a lot, so I paint monkeys for him. Oh, this one is beautiful. I had forgotten about it. I call her Lila. I should display most of these. These are so beautiful. I'm not sure what I was trying to do here, but it's kind of cute. Oh, my mom loves this one. She likes the colors. I never painted a lot of these. I gotta finish them. This one is really beautiful. This one's also for my boyfriend. And like I said, I have many more, but I have given them away, or they're at my parents' house or at my niece's house. More paintings. So many paintings. Oh, and I have 2 avocado plants. 1 and 2. Last but not least, I have a phobia. I am very scared of killer whales, which is part of the reason I paint them. I don't know why I'm so afraid of killer whales. I do know. The reason I'm afraid of killer whales is because when I was a kid, my parents took me and my siblings to the Miami's aquarium, and at the end of the show, my dad kept sticking his hand out in the tank where the big whale was, and the whale kept opening its mouth like that. To my dad, I'm guessing she was thinking he was trying to feed her or something. That's why he was going like that. But because the whale was so big and I saw the teeth and everything, it was really, really scary for me. A couple of months after that, a killer whale, titanium, killed the trainer. And ever since that, I've always been really scared of whales. I think I was too young at that time to understand what I was seeing, but I knew that it wasn't normal for a human to be swimming with a whale. I knew that was not right. Even for a child, I knew that. And I've had many recurring nightmares. Usually when I have something bothering me, like troublesome in my life, I have nightmares about killer whales. People always laugh at me because they say, where are you gonna see a killer whale? And that's my biggest fear, killer whales. And I will continue to paint them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And till next time. And don't forget to drink your celery juice.